Hi to the viewers out there. My name is Katherine and I'm Calma from St. Patricia. So for today's video, I will introduce to you the Barn Grand City, which represents as my cell city. So this is it. This is the view of the Barn Grand City. So later on, you will know the parts and cast of this city, and especially who is the owner of this farm and what are their different responsibilities inside the farm and how it can be related to the cell's organelles function. So before we proceed, I will just tell you some information about the Barn Grand City, and the shortcut for the name itself is BGC. And maybe some of you wondering why is it called as the Grand City even though it is a farm. And here's why it is called as the Grand City, because it is the provider to the whole community of the South, wherein the production of fruits, vegetables, and dairy products take in. And similarly to the cells of human body, the cells are responsible to the production of nutrients, and it is converted into energy which can make us feel alive. So first, the grass or the pad. It allows the farmers, the pest control man, the caretakers, and other living things to do their task properly. And all of the transactions happening inside the farm are executed through the use of these spaces. Just like the function of the cytoplasm, it provides a platform upon which other organelles can operate within the cell. All of the functions for cell expansion, growth, and replication are carried out in the cytoplasm of the cell. So next, of course, in every places, it is important to have a wall that surrounds your property. In this case, the wood plank was used to surround the whole farm in order to maintain how big the farm is. And it also protects the crops and animals from the pests and thief. And it can also control if the owner wants to have an expansion wherein the wall will be moved to have a bigger space inside the farm. And did you know that only plant cells have cell wall? And just like the wood plank, cell wall is responsible in maintaining the shape of the plant cell, and it provides protection against the pathogens. Then it also regulates the expansion of the plant cells. So if there is no cell wall, all the function of the cell organelles will be affected, as the fusion of various substances would not occur. So next, I will introduce to you the man who secured the whole farm. He is Mr. Gourd. Mr. Gourd is responsible in checking who will enter the farm, and he also checks what product that will go in and out of the farm. His job helps the farm to be organized and to keep everyone do their task correctly. And just like the cell membrane is a barrier of cell that allows nutrients to transport inside the cell. On the other hand, they keep the toxic substances to go out of the cell to avoid viruses, bacteria, and infection. The next one is the barn. Barn is used to control and regulate the activities inside the farm, like harvesting and milking. And it stores materials needed to the farm like seeds and fertilizers of the plants. So if the fruits and vegetables have been harvested, there will be seeds that will grow again to become fruits and vegetables. Just like the nucleus controls cellular activities like growth, metabolism, protein synthesis, and reproduction. And it also stores the cell's hereditary DNA. I will also introduce to you the owner of this farm, Dalisi. Mr. C always stay here in the barn because he is the one who is in charge in checking all the products needed by the farm. He is also the one who check if the harvested products have been delivered successfully to the community of the South. And just like the function of the chromosomes inside the nucleus, It is responsible to carry the DNA and transfer the genetic information from parents to offspring. It also ensures DNA is accurately copied and distributed in the vast majority of cells division. Next is the animals such as maybe the cow, which is responsible in producing milk, and Chichi the chicken, which is responsible in laying eggs. Also agree that pertains to the plant is also responsible in producing fruits and vegetables. All the products they produce can give us nutrients such as proteins, and just like the nucleolus, it has function to synthesize and process rRNA or to make ribosomes. Ribosomes are involved in the production of proteins in the cell which can build up our body. These are the ribosomes that manufactured by the nucleolus. Next is the farm service, the transportation. Farm service is used to transport harvested materials needed by the community of the South, like eggs, milk, fruits, and vegetables. And just like the endoplasmic reticulum, it is the network of membranous tubules that transport the materials needed by the cell such as nutrients, enzymes, and hormones. After the farm service, the farmer Dondi and Joji will prepare and pack the harvested products, then they will distribute it to the other part of the community in the South. Just like how the Golgi bodies pack and process the nutrients came from the endoplasmic reticulum and distribute it to other parts of the cell. Next is Mr. Saul. He is the control pestman of this farm and he makes sure that he can kill Tonya the earthworm, Roberto the grasshopper, and Antonio the beetles because it can cause damages to the plants and even animals. Similarly to the lysosomes have a duty to kill the foreign substances to avoid abnormal cells that can cause bacteria and viruses. So this is Tonya, Antonio, and Roberto as the parasite of this farm. Next is the caretakers, Mang Yo and Mang V. They are the one who dispose plastic and other chemical materials inside the farm. They choose materials that can be recycled and reused, like the vacuole. Vacuole is responsible for disposing of poisonous or harmful waste, and at the same time, they are also storing materials needed by the cell. Next is the windmill, which gives power to the barn Grand City and allows the farmers and pest controlman to operate. It also gives an energy to the whole farm which can process the production. Just like the mitochondria, it is considered as the production of ATP, which gives energy to the cell that allows cellular activities to happen. Lastly is the chloroplast. The chloroplast is responsible in manufacturing food for the entire plant through the use of photosynthesis. The photosynthesis composed of carbon dioxide of Mr. C, water in the dwell, and sunlight that can give pigments and glucose to the plants. And now we are done with my city analogy, and I hope you enjoy and gain knowledge by watching this video. Thank you for watching!